Hello, everyone. Welcome. Um, we have fantastic hip hop for the news today. Be sure to go ahead and give him a follow, give him a like. He does a really, really great job at what he does. So, well, what do we have here? We have Mr. Graham heading to family court. We have we have a clip, y'all. We have a clip of Drake heading to family court. Could it be for the hidden child, the hidden daughter, and meet the Grams that Kendrick had dropped? Could it be? Could it be? We gonna see. We gonna find out. So let's go.
Now, when it comes to Drake, well, now if you're ready to see how our Drizzy was just caught in the courtroom, and with the reason we are finding out why, well, things have never possibly looked worse, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And as Lawbury was just caught in the courts, and really his fans are going to be so mad about the truth of this, and they are going to try to do everything in their power to hide any single voice that is exposed.
Drake fans get mad at everything that's not praising Drake. So I'm sure they are going to get mad at this. And did y'all see Drake trying to hide behind his security guard? Hey, security dude, it don't matter how big or tall you are. We seen Drake behind you. Okay? You cannot hide, buddy. We see you. Come on out. Come on out.
In the courts, and really his fans are going to be so mad about the truth of this, and they are going to try to do everything in their power to hide any single voice that is exposing what just went down. Make sure to leave that like so everybody can see that after what we have all now witnessed, Meet the Grams has never sounded more real, and Kendrick was really right about Drake's hidden
I knew it. I believed everything Kendrick said and Meet the Grams. I truly do. I believed about the hidden child. I believed about the gambling, the gambling that he does at stake. He's always promoting stake. Oh, y'all, did y'all hear about him and stake? They had a fallout. Yes, he's always promoting gambling with stake. Now, all of a sudden, him and stake is no longer friends or in speaking terms. I believe it all. Drake is a liar to me.
family as currently within this Lawbury circus that just continues to spiral and spiral with each second that time is going on. Well, now with the latest stop in what is really feeling like a never-ending crash out, because really now from exposing that Drake is on the quest from the test to the courts to now being exposed for getting a paternity test handed to him in court, we have never seen Drake just crashing out more. And really now, with how bad our Karen is getting exposed right now, it's impossible to ignore this, and in the greater sense for rap, but for our Drizzy as a whole. Everybody needs to see this, because in this time and in a beef and back and forth that has become about and is really trying to be defined by things like the truth versus the lies and reality versus delusion. Well, within this, what we are finding out, even after everything now, is that Lawbury has never been lying more in his entire life, and while at the same time, when Kendrick Lamar told DJ Head that everything in his diss tracks were 100% facts, and everybody did kind of find that hard to believe in just terms of
I don't know why. I don't know why it was hard to believe. Why? It was right in front of you. I do personally believe that Drake has been hiding multiple kids. Kendrick told you he's ashamed of them, meaning he's ashamed of the kids' moms. They probably not pure women. Like his son, the mother of his son is a porn star. He didn't want to claim him either. So, in other words, we already know Drake likes these type of women, the strippers, the porn stars. He likes these dirty women. So, obviously, it is what it is. You can like who you like. Well, if you having kids, I believe Drake has multiple kids. Multiple kids. At least five. Five or more. That I wouldn't be surprised if it comes out Drake has at least 5 to 8 kids. Maybe I'm pushing it, but at least 5 kids, right? I believe it.
The total scope of it. When Kendrick Lamar told DJ Head that everything in his diss tracks were 100% facts, and everybody did kind of find that hard to believe in just terms of the total scope of it all. Well, really, the more that we are seeing time go by and things fall into place, beyond whatever else they want to put out, it really does seem like Kendrick Lamar actually had a crystal ball, and everything we are seeing is some sort of a prophecy, as really, Kendrick Lamar's disses just look ironclad right now. Meanwhile, compare that to Cupcake, and he's not just out of ways to even prove that a single line in his diss tracks were even 0.5% true. But I mean, also, his inability to prove literally anything is why he turned into a Jerry Springer wannabe who was on the quest for a test with a legal request. And speaking of quests for tests, this is where things now get bad for Drake, and once again, where this guy really has to consider how his own actions and choices can come back to affect him. Because listen right now, we 100% now know and have found out that Lawbury has been in some sort of big trouble, and let's just waste no more time and get into it. If you're ready to see how bad Lawbury got exposed in the courts, be sure to leave that like so everybody can see this and so the R Karens can't hide this. And now seemingly where all of this went down is in no other place than the Toronto courthouse, which also is ironic because while Kendrick Lamar filmed music videos at his hometown's courthouse, Drake is hide this. And now seemingly where all of this went down is in no other place than the Toronto courthouse, which also is ironic because while Kendrick Lamar filmed music videos at his hometown,
I had to I had to show y'all this. Y'all remember this scene from Not Like Us music video? The court scene, the courthouse? Kendrick already knew. Kendrick was trying to let us know that this was going to court. He's been trying to warn us what this dude is gonna do. They gonna fight it in court. He's a sore loser. He's pissed and mad that he lost the battle. You lost fair and square, buddy. You was calling Kendrick out. You keep taunting that man and calling him to come out. And he finally came out and he whooped your ass. Now all of a sudden you upset and you're mad that he beat you. Now you're wasting everybody's time going to court, wasting people's time and money. So sick of him. So yeah, this is the scene in Not Like Us in the courthouse. Now Drake is in the courts for all kinds of things. Now he's fighting in family court. Of all people. I believe Drake has multiple skeletons in his closet. So he should be the last person that be want to take anybody to court.
courthouse, Drake is getting pulled in there for paternity tests or something weird about women. And now what makes all of this a little more confusing is that there was an elaborate effort to hide this up, and the only reason we even know about it is due to a guy who seemingly recorded all of this in the court, and despite the media not being let in and really being given any information, none other than a guy named David Lewis Wall made sure to die.
Okay, so this is the guy that put out the story. So we're going to get the story from him. David. He was denied entry inside the courtroom because it was a private affair. They locked him out, so he wasn't able to report or do what he normally do. So he is letting us know his discontent of what took place.
Recorded all of this in the court, and despite the media not being let in and really being given any information, none other than a guy named David Lewis Wall made sure to document every single thing that he knew and put together all of his clues of covering the courtroom to really understand to the best of his and our abilities of what could be going on. So now ultimately with this, and what we are seeing most prominently, is that on April 2nd, 2025, well, after covering this case for a few weeks, he made a video about the Drake trial going down that none of us had any idea that was even happening. And with the way he is explaining everything, and with the way you can literally see this video come into fruition, he's not just talking about the case, but Drake literally walks into the court for what he said.
Look at him hiding, y'all. He's hiding.
This is the first time, and I mean, when you look at our Drizzy just seeing this guy finally exposing what was going down here, you can see the disappointment on his face and see how angry this Karen really is. And so now going into the facts of this, what David Wall was explaining is how Drake's bodyguards were all at the court and nobody was allowed into the actual room where things were going down, which he says, in of itself, to have no media allowed at this, it's a very bad look and does show that you are hiding something pretty big, as it's kind of going against a lot of principles that the courtroom is defined on, which is transparency and honesty, even in Toronto. And now the only thing that this guy was able to get a hold of to try to create a picture and scene of what was happening were courtroom sketches of some things. And now while we see Drake's bodyguard, what's really important and where we can finally say for Drake to have a seat right over there because we got him, is in this sketch with a woman that has been against him in court. And this is what she looks like now, which, quick side note, that does not look anything like Adonis's mom, and she lives in Houston and France. So for this to be going
This is Adonis' mom, the porn star.
down in Toronto, well, at the very least, this does let on to the idea and nearly confirm that this is about somebody else, and it's not about the first mess that Pusha T exposed that Drake was hiding. And really now what we see with the more clips released around Drake in family court and with these issues, well, really the most disturbing thing is how under wraps Drake tried to keep all of this. But again, fortunately, David Wall Lewis kept going to the courts and documenting every single thing that he possibly knew and every single thing that he saw going down. And what is very significant within these logs is that on March 27th, he explained more about the logistics of this case and the ground ruling of it, which gets very weird. And really, based on this guy's account, which is seemingly all we know about this entire situation, which they tried to sweep under the rug so clearly. Well, at the core of this, we know that Laubrey was in family court with a woman who looks like somebody we have never seen with him. And I don't know, maybe this is Stacey or Becky, but we don't have enough information yet. But when we look and see how David Wall thought that this was about divorce, but that does not seem to be the case because Drake is not married. Well, what this leads on to when we know that this is a family situation and this could be more than just Drake and a woman involved. Well, again, assessing the facts and the reality of what this could mean, while we don't have all the information and there could be a few different possibilities. Listen, I got news for the Laubreys. Either way, this looks bad for your guy, and whether Drake is going back and forth with a woman like this, and we know he is not married, so there's some sort of drama between them that needs to be settled in court, or he is...
There is drama for sure. So I'm gonna insert the clips here. So he's showing the drawings, but he's not playing the clips, and I want y'all to get a look at take a look at it. So I'm gonna stop the video right here, and please go ahead and be sure to check them out. So shout out to a fantastic hip hop. And I'm gonna insert the remaining video.
Today is April 2nd, 2025. David Lewis Wall here, in and out. That's what I'm calling this series, I guess, of my court art experience. Anyways, today I did the Drake trial again. He showed up, family court again. Here's his bodyguard in the hall. Still won't let me in the room. That's one of the reporters. And I'm going to show you This was his girlfriend. She was sitting in the hall, and a police officer didn't quite get him. But anyways, yeah. They did put a sign on the door this time that said closed to the public. That was sad. I'd rather be sitting in the courtroom than sitting in the hall, seeing justice, you know, making sure that everything is up and up. And that's about it. Thank you very much. There's a quick shot of... Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Well, it's 10:45, and I did try to find out whether or not Drake's case is open or closed to the public. And basically, a woman named Theodora in the family court office said she spoke to the judge, Justice Diamond, and he said that 1.3 was not open to the public that day. He did not say, well, she said she did not say Drake's case, just the room itself was not open to the public.
So please don't forget to comment, like, subscribe to the channel. Until next time.